Welcome to the
Hi, how are
team.
you?
We're very, very happy to have you with us. Very excited. Yeah, so your
Thank you. Same here.
thank you. Your movie just came out on April 24th, and it's already breaking Netflix record for the highest premiere. And so, did you
Thank you.
expect such big response when you're filming?
I knew there were big people involved, so it is going to, be very well publicized, and it reach out to a lot of people. Chris Hemsworth is a global star, and so I knew it will go out this big, but it never dawned on me that it will be this big, and to go out to like 190 countries and for millions of people to see it at one go. So yeah, it's a bit of a surreal experience, but it's still, I couldn't be gladder.
Okay, great. And how has the response been in India, particularly?
Oh yeah, it's been great. It's been great. It's like I have participated in the Olympics and done well. Because of the action movie, and nature of the movie is very action oriented and it's very physical. So it seems like that I did not let my countrymen down by doing a good job.
Most of the film shows Dhaka, but you didn't really set foot in Dhaka, right? Did you visit Dhaka?
I didn't, but the second unit, not the second unit, I guess the director was there. So they went and got some aerial shots and some other shots of Dhaka. The actors did not go to Dhaka, no. We shot in Ahmedabad, which is in Gujarat, where the Gandhi ashram is, who's also a big significance for Bangladesh, I'm sure. And we shot in a little bit in Bombay, Mumbai, and then we shot a bit in Bangkok, in a place near Bangkok called Nakhon Pathon.
And since we're your neighboring country, did you ever visit Bangladesh by any chance?
No, I haven't. I haven't. Chunky Pandey, my dear friend, who I worked with in a movie called D many years ago, he used to tell me about it, and I was under the impression that he was the Amitabh Bachchan of Dhaka at that time. This I'm talking many, many years ago. But I've never been to Dhaka. There was this guy called Rafael who was teaching Bangladeshi to the Indian actors. Yeah, different words, little words are different. I also learned that for the movie, but the portions where I speak Bangla have been chopped off from the movie, so I don't get to speak Bangla on the screen. But I was it was very sweet language, and I really enjoyed speaking it.
So you're a wildlife conservationist and a wildlife photographer as well, very passionate about it. And Bangladesh is famous for Royal Bengal tiger. Maybe we'll see you sometime soon, maybe clicking some Royal Bengal tigers in Sundarbans.
Yes, I am planning to go to Sundarbans for sure, because actually I'm a CMS World Migratory Species Ambassador for Aquatic. So yeah, I'd love to visit it as an ambassador and as well as a photographer. I am a UNEP ambassador for migratory species, which is that there are all these species in land, water and air which migrate from one country to the other. The point is to make all the habitats safe in all the countries and places these species visit, because if they do not get that, like they come for winter and all that, and if they don't get the habitat, the environment and all those things, then it will be a real loss for the whole world. So every country should be responsible. I mean, before I could really do something about after being the ambassador, this lockdown happened, and I was busy with a movie and all that. Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, you're famous for going the extra mile for acting. Like in Sarabjit, you lost 30 kilos and then gained it back. So for this
I gained 20 for a film called Do Lafzon Ki Kahani. Became more muscular, and Arnold Schwarzenegger like
how long did
other Indian actors are. It took me about 6 months, 6 to 8 months, 6 months, and then I signed on Sarabjit, and I didn't realize that I'd have to lose it all. So by the time we decided what to do with the character, it was I had to lose it very quickly. And the point is, the more I started losing weight, the more my body looking leaner and better. I said they don't want Brad Pitt suffering in the jail. So then I had to diet even more, and I stopped eating completely, and that broke down all the muscles, which I had very painstakingly built up. But we felt that if the character is not shown suffering physically as well, the pathos of the character will not come across. And also I wanted to experience a little bit of what Sarabjit must have gone through, being 18 years in a little cell without any light, and that too while in the cell also he had the chains around his arms and his legs inside that for 18 years. So what that must have done to him. So with that experience of starvation and isolating myself, I could feel a bit of that. And then of course one, multiplies that, and there's a lot of help from the makeup department as well. So it
was so convincing. Like I cried throughout the movie.
Thank you.
Really?
No, my mother has not watched it. She left. She left actually when I was losing the weight, and she will say, I'll make you this, I'll make you that, eat this, and I'll say no. And so after a week or two, she said, I can't see you like this, I'm leaving. So she went back to Faridabad, where they live, or they used to live. And so that's, and even while watching it at the premiere, she left. So
okay, so does it take a toll on your health and losing weight, gaining it?
Oh yeah, my metabolism has gone for a toss since, because I did this whole gain and loss in 1 year, all of this, and in the same year. So it has played up with my metabolism. It has become awry, it fluctuates, and there are some internal issues as well. I would not advise it, but you don't have to, but it's a personal choice really. And if somebody does not want to, it's up to them. It's how you want to approach it and how you want to do it. To each his own.
And for this role in Extraction, did you have to train a lot or do something?
Oh, a lot. a lot. I had to be physically bigger than I was. I was actually preparing for a movie where I was playing a Sardar. So I'd grown my hair and put on weight like a Khata Pita Sardar, So that helped me here because Chris is a really big guy, and to pose as a threat to him in the movie at various points, one had to have the physicality of somebody who looks like he can hurt him or overtake him. So that was the size part. So maybe some extra beers and bread, and for the fighting part, we went through a lot of rehearsals. We went through almost 2 to 3 weeks of rehearsals, with starting from every punch to every knife thrust, how to dodge, how to take a punch, and all that. So they started from scratch, how to use this gun, how to use a handgun.
And
Sam did a lot of that, and Sam being an action director, he was a stickler for it. I said, what do you say? If you want to be an action star, this is what you have to do. But really, they eased me through it. The action department, all the stuntmen, the action coordinator, they were absolutely the best of the best in the world. And they really, without a scratch on you, put you through all these really, dangerous kind of situations, and you came out unscathed. It's all the preparation that goes into it. So I had to learn fighting from scratch, and that too, movie fighting, you have to, and it should look real. So it really looks like, because me and Chris are really trying to kill each other in that, because we had rehearsed the choreography. Like it's like dancing, but instead of seducing the other person, you're trying to kill them. So that's the difference between the fighting and the dancing. But the mechanism is the same.
Do you have any favorite scene from the movie?
That one shot which goes on for like 12 minutes. That's obviously the highlight of the movie. I love the scene between Chris and Rudraksh's character, like Tyler and Ovi, when he opens up. I think that's the emotional fulcrum. of the movie, and I think Chris did it exceedingly well. I mean, he's very witty, he's very funny, and all that, but he pulled that off like a real person. One could see it, every breath was. So I really loved that scene for its emotional quality. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the way the movie was written, it feels to me like they wrote it for the guys and then put some really good-looking men to cater to the women.
Well, it's like a Western movie, it's like a no man's land where, one person has to do it alone, and he's got an adversary, and how they've got a job or somebody to save. So it's like an old Western movie themes, but executed with today's finesse and the latest technologies and stuff like that. So yeah, it's that kind of a film.
So how was Chris as a co-star?
Yeah, he was great. I've admired his work since a movie called Rush by Ron Howard, where he plays a racing car driver. Uber sexual, uber cool, just absolutely. So I thought, who's this guy? He's like pretty cool. So since then, I've followed his work. He was absolutely, absolutely down to earth, actor to actor, very sincere, puts in a lot of energy and homework in it, which I really admire in people. And and he's very funny. He's very witty. He's always cracking a joke. He never takes himself seriously. And I think that's his biggest charm. That's something I would like to learn a bit more. But yeah, he was a very cool guy, and I really enjoyed working with him.
Okay. You've been acting since 2001. We've seen you in Monsoon Wedding. Did you find any major differences between a Bollywood set and a Hollywood set?
Yeah, there were there was a lot of more preparation. There was a more pre-production work. There's more rehearsals. There is more actor engagement. There is more. The setup itself is very big. They really rehearse everything for months, and then they put the actors in that situation. So that whole prep work was really, really an eye-opener. You watch these big Hollywood films, and I said, how did they do it? Rambo jumping off a cliff and doing all these fancy things, and then all of a sudden you are in a movie which is like Rambo, and you are Rambo, and you are doing all these things.
Great. And will we see you in more Hollywood films?
Well, I hope so. I hope this opens my doors to more, and I'd love to be. I think the deepest desire of any artist is to reach out to as many people as possible, and these movies reach out to the whole world. I'd love to be a part of them.
You've been under lockdown like the rest of India, right? So how has it been?
Of course.
What have you been doing?
Oh, I have got a routine. I've been doing a lot of press lately. Every evening I do a few interviews, so that takes up a bit of time. I work out a little in the evening. In the day, get a harmonium and practice your vocal cords. I'm going for a toss.
I didn't know that.
No singing. I'm a very bad singer. But just your vocal cords, You go catch a note and you practice it. And then I've been doing some imagination exercises. Been watching a lot of shows on Netflix and all. So it's been great.
And to wrap it up, a word for your fans and well-wishers in Bangladesh.
I am dying to come there, and as you said, probably Sundarbans is going to be the place. I want to come there and visit you all. I know, Bangladeshi people are not very different from Indian people, really. It used to be one country about not many decades ago. But I would love to come there, and please keep watching my work, and I hope I give you some sort of entertainment, whether it's in tears or in smiles or just, Thank you very much.